Hey, Scentsy friends.
Hey.
Hey. I am Alicia Uchman. I am a mom of two, a wife, and a child of God. Thank you. I am a director right outside of Springfield, Missouri.
Woo!
Just celebrated my 12-year Scentversary. Thank you. And I have always thought it would be so cool to be a speaker. And so when Julie emailed me back before Christmas and said, hey, will you speak at World Tour? I replied back really quick and said, yes, I'll do it. And I didn't read what she wanted me to speak about. And once I went back and reread the email and saw that she wanted me to speak about simplicity, I thought, oh crap, she made a mistake. That poor girl's probably going to lose her job. Because for those of you that know me, I don't do simplicity. The video that they showed earlier when Orville was talking about those things, he was talking directly to me about how you shouldn't do too much, and he was speaking directly to me. I think of myself as a creative person, and I do all the Canva things and probably do way too much, and after a lot of self-reflection decided that I really need to scale things back. So
Yes, honey.
this was a Wednesday, and after some thinking, I went to church and was sitting in the pew, and if my preacher ever sees this video, I apologize right now. Because I wasn't listening to very much that he was saying that day. And I was kind of having a one-on-one conversation with God and was like, oh God, what am I going to talk about on simplicity? Because that poor Julie's going to lose her job. And I did hear the preacher talk when he started reading in the Bible from Mark 9:35, and he said, Jesus is talking, if anyone desires to be first, he shall be last of all and servant to all. Sorry, gets to me every time. He was talking about going the extra mile and washing feet. Don't worry, I'm not going to tell you to wash anybody's feet unless you use Scentsy body wash. That's okay. But I wanted to bring a simplistic message to you today about servitude. If you've been in Scentsy for very long at all, you've heard that people buy, host, join, and subscribe from people that they know, like, and trust. But how do we get people to know, like, and trust us? Of course, by providing excellent service. And notice I didn't say excellent customer service, because of course that applies to everyone. Our customers, our hosts, our team members, and everyone in our day-to-day lives. So Julie already asked you to get out your notebooks and your pens. And if you want to jot down some notes, you're welcome to, because I do have a challenge for you later on, and you may want to reflect back on some of this a little bit later, because I'm going to give you a list of 10 things that you can do to provide excellent service. So we're going to try to run through these really quick. Number 1, to stick with our theme, the golden rule, treat others as you would have them treat you. Be friendly, be courteous and respectful. Remain empathetic even when they may be disappointed or angry. And try to put a positive spin on every situation. I know when we have flash sales or these amazing LTOs, it can be really frustrating when they sell out in minutes. But if you remind everyone that it is so awesome that we have an amazing company that gives us these products that sell out in minutes, it helps remind them that there's going to be something else better come along. Not better, but something just as great. Number 2, respond promptly. It is so frustrating when you message someone, especially when you want to give them your money and place an order, and you don't hear from them for a few days. Don't get me wrong, be sure and set reasonable business hours, but try to get back to people within 24 to 48 hours. If you do need to follow up with somebody with a response, say you need to get in touch with home office, just let them know when they can expect to hear back from you, maybe Monday. But be sure and follow through. Set yourself a reminder or make yourself a note. Number 3, this one is a little Scentsy specific, but know your products. The biggest key here is use your products. The more you know about our products, the easier it is for you to help answer questions, give them the features and benefits, troubleshoot problems. If I could give you any advice here, it's use the product training guide. This is amazing for features and benefits. You can add one to your next order or download a PDF right from the training section. Also, those FAQs come in super handy. Those are in the training tab too. Number 4, this is one I have probably the hardest trouble with. It's actively listening. Probably the most important one on the list though. Listen for understanding, listen attentively. You can get to know so much more about a person or a situation when you're not just waiting for your turn to talk. Number 5, say thank you. A handwritten thank you note goes such a long way. Maybe a little free sample sent in the mail or included in their order. A personalized name tag or a bow on the bag makes their order feel like a gift. A shout out on social media for your team, just showing them that I appreciate you or I see the work that you're doing. And back to the little name tag, I actually love Avery.com, just a little pro tip.
Yes.
I love to print cute little name tags and tie onto my customer orders, and I have so many customers that actually save their little name tags, and it's so simple to just print those out and tie them on, and it makes them feel so special. Number 6, truly get to know others. Take a little extra time to chat and ask questions. Take a genuine interest in finding out what is important to them and remember it or make a note of it to reference later. And this one ties right into number 7. Focus on those relationships. It shows that you care, inspires loyalty and appreciation, and ask about those things that they find important. Maybe it's their kids or their pets or even their hobbies. Number 8, this one kind of hurts a little bit, so sorry if I step on your toes. But ask for feedback and actually use it. Doesn't do you any good if you don't use it. Ask your customers what they think about a certain system that you might be using. I told you I like to be a little extra sometimes, so I recently asked some of my customers what they thought about my Happy Meal. And I was doing it up big with a newsletter and samples and extra little rack cards and all the things. And I found out that most people, they grabbed the sample and the rest went in the trash. So I had to take that feedback and decided to scale it back. It's gonna save me a lot of time and a lot of money. Also, ask your team members how they feel about team trainings, if they can provide suggestions, or a more effective way of doing things. Maybe you're taking a lot of time doing an every week training, but it might be more effective to take a little bit more time to do once a month training. By asking for their opinions, it shows that you care and that you value their opinion, and it makes them feel appreciated. Number 9, keep your promises. It shows that you respect them and you're worthy of their trust. And if you do make a mistake, a sincere apology is absolutely necessary. And absolutely never blame someone else. Number 10, follow up. Following up makes people feel appreciated and special. It lets them know that you're thinking about them. It can remind your customers that they need to reorder. And if it's a product that's not for them, it can remind them of someone else. And of course, that's great for referrals. When you're following up with your team members, maybe it reminds them of a commitment that they made for their own business and reminds them of their goals. It also reminds them that you genuinely care about them. So, I want to challenge you guys to go home and evaluate your business. Do you already have goals? Or are you going to go home today, after everything you've heard today, and write new goals? Instead of making your goals about what other people can help you do, let's flip the script a little bit. What can you help others do? Instead of writing a goal that you want to have 2 parties this month, how about helping 2 customers get their products at a discount this month? Or instead of saying, I want to recruit a new team member to my team this month, how about let's find 1 person that we can bless with the business opportunity? You get the picture. I'd love to be able to see how you're able to put these ideas into work in your businesses or just your day-to-day life. You guys can find me on all the socials at alicia.uchman. I'm on all the platforms, but I'm old, so I'm mostly on Facebook. And I'd love to see you use the hashtag hashtag, I told you I'm old, attitude of servitude. And I just want to leave you with a quote from some German dude with a name as crazy weird as mine. Actually, when I saw his last name, it's really similar to mine. His name is Dieter Uchtdorf. And he said, as we lose ourselves in the service of others, we discover our own lives and our own happiness. Thank you.
Amazing.